Hello, and welcome back to the studio. I'm Dr. Wiggo, and today we're going to be unboxing a Mac Mini. Oh, don't look so surprised. You knew I was going to buy it. In the last video, which I'll link up here, as soon as I said I was looking at it, you should have known I was going to buy it. So first I'm going to talk about why I bought it, other than the obvious reason that it's new and shiny. But in the chapter after that, then we'll get into the unboxing, and we're not just unboxing this because it turns out this isn't enough. This isn't a computer. Well, it is a computer, but you can't use it like this because you need I/O. And we'll talk about that. And then after that, I'll give you my thoughts, and then we'll sum it all up and move along. So why did I buy this thing? What I really wanted, and I actually cut this out of this video up here, was what I really want is the Mac Studio M4 Ultra, which will probably come out next year sometime. Because I think that's going to be my desktop machine in the future because I'm sick and tired of my old Windows computer. It's old, but that's a year away. And I was thinking for $5.99, maybe this one could kind of tide me over until that comes out. And then I can upgrade to like the supercomputer that I want to have for editing videos and all the kind of stuff I do on my current Windows PC. One problem, it's not really $5.99 because you can't really use this without a keyboard, and the Magic Keyboard is another $179. Well, with TouchID, but I wanted TouchID. Oh, and you need a Magic Mouse. Got one of those too. Another $79. So the Mac Mini, $5.99, and the Magic Mouse, $79, and the keyboard, $179. Oh, and plus Apple Care on this guy for $99, plus tax, we're at $1,049. That's not $600. And wait, that's not all I bought, because I needed a Thunderbolt 5 cable for future. I needed an HDMI cable for connecting this to my Aorus 48-inch OLED monitor, which is fantastic, and I think this will work well with it. And also, this only comes with 256 gigs of SSD, which is ridiculous. But the upgrade to 1 terabyte is $400, which takes this to $999 before we add in all this other stuff. Well, I wasn't going to do that because for under $400, I could get a 4 terabyte external SSD, Thunderbolt 3 or 4, I don't know. We'll see how well this works. But as long as I was buying these, I bought another 4 gigabyte Thunderbolt 4, a Thunderbolt 3 and a Thunderbolt 4. We'll see how well this will operate using external drives for all my video files and everything that I'll be editing. So that's what I bought. Well, let's just start opening boxes, because I have a lot of boxes to open. Now, the Mac Mini is adorable. This is the M4 base model, 16 gigabytes of memory, which I'm hoping will be fine, and a 256 gigabyte SSD. And we know from the teardowns that 256 gigabyte SSD is actually 2 chips, so it won't be really slow like some of the older Macs where they only had 1 chip, and of course there's not enough bandwidth, and so they were really slow. We'll test all this down the road. Let's get to this. Well, let me give you a little peel. Well, that wasn't very satisfying. It's all Mac Mini and not a lot of box. Look at it. It's teeny tiny. It's adorable. I love it already. We'll see how it performs in a future video. Let me peel away. So here's the little guy with his 2 USB-C ports on the front and a headphone jack. The 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports on this guy, Thunderbolt 5 on the one with the M4 Pro in it. The HDMI, which I got the HDMI cable for. I got my Ethernet, because I will be using wired Ethernet, and a power cable. Oh wait, I need a power cable. Why, how convenient. There's one right here in the box. Oh, and a little tiny... By the way, this is the first carbon neutral Mac, and I guess the second carbon neutral Apple product. So we don't have a lot of paperwork in here. We just have little pictures that tell you what all the ports are. No stickers anymore. You can still get stickers at the Apple Store, but they don't put them in here anymore because it's extra waste, because a lot of people don't use the stickers. Okay, this thing is really adorable. Now, here's it says Mac Mini. I don't know if you can see it because it's embossed into the thing. I'm not sure if it's picking up on the camera, but it says Mac Mini right there. And here's the first controversial thing. The power button's on the bottom. And you cannot get your finger under there. How often do you use the power button? I mean, when you turn it on the first time, and I think there's something you do when you first set up a Mac where you have to tap it twice. But after that, you probably never touch that again. But we also need a keyboard. And here we have the Magic Keyboard. It slides right out, which comes with a little cable to attach it to the front because it doesn't need the Thunderbolt, and a little booklet which tells you how to use a keyboard. Really? You press the buttons and things happen on the screen. There was a little flap on the front that you peel back, and there's a Magic Keyboard. Now this is my first desktop Mac since my Intel iMac died over 10 years ago. So I have a Magic Keyboard, but it's like really, really old, doesn't have Touch ID. I don't even know if it works. And look, the charging port's on the back, which is not the case with the Magic Mouse. Ooh, pretty. But here, the charging port's on the bottom, which means you can't use the mouse while you're charging it. Now, everybody says you hardly ever have to charge it, once every couple of weeks. If it dies while you're using it, you got to stop and plug it in. I think in 5 minutes, it'll give you enough charge to last an hour. So you can plug it in for 5 minutes, finish what you're doing, and then plug it in when you shut down, sleep. More little booklet telling you how to use a mouse. Here, do this. And also this one will do that. And we have the charging cord. So that's the Magic Mouse. There's more. I've got my Thunderbolt 5 little cable here. There that is, nice and black, which fits in with everything else being white. Yeah, what are you gonna do? And the HDMI cable, which is a Belkin, but sold by Apple. So I can plug it into my monitor. Anyway, so this one says 2800 and this one says 3000. So this must be the Thunderbolt 3 and this is the Thunderbolt 4. And this is a little tiny thing, which in use will just sit like behind the Mac Mini plugged into one of the Thunderbolt ports. And we got one more. Well, this one's even smaller, and I believe this one's faster, so we have another little guy. Oh, which comes with its own little tiny cable. And there it is. Mac Mini, keyboard, mouse, $1,049 with tax. So not $600, although this is $599. So Apple wants $400 to upgrade this to 1 terabyte and $800 to upgrade it to 2 terabytes. Each of these guys is around $400. So for $800, I have 8 terabytes, plus the 256 in there. I will be using these for all my data storage needs and video editing and all that. Well, that's the unboxing. Not terribly exciting. They never are. What's going to happen next is I am going to install this in my office, hook this up to my monitor, get everything working. I've already shot the video for next week, which is testing the AirPods Pro 2s as hearing aids. And that worked out very well. So you can see that next week. But the key is I will be editing that video on this. I will be comparing the editing experience on this to the editing experience on my PC in the video for the week after next. So you can come back and see how this went and see if I'm going to keep it. If it's not a good editing experience, I'm probably going to have to wait for the Mac Studio M4 Ultra down the road. or find some other way to go about it. But I want to test this out, see how it works. It could be enough, but we won't know. So next week, AirPods Pro 2 hearing aids. And in 2 weeks, we'll do the review of this and see how it worked for editing and how it worked as a Mac and if I like it. I may not. So that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time with AirPods Pro and the week after that with the review of this guy. Bye-bye. I'm going to go start setting this up now. I'll film that too. Thanks for staying to the end. Bye-bye.